Hey friends, Joshua Boswell here. I want to talk for just a minute about how to turn a great writing income into a great lifestyle. Today is a very special, wonderful day for me and for my family. Over the next 2 days, we get to participate in a worldwide conference for our church and get to get instruction and insights and inspiration from our church leaders. Now, before you turn off and get all worked up about me preaching to you, don't worry, this is not a church or a gospel sermon. But it does highlight something very important that I noticed that very successful people do, and people who struggle with success don't tend to do as much. And it's the ability to take an income or a career or a job and turn it into a fabulous lifestyle. So for me, one of the things that's top priority for me is my faith in Jesus Christ. Another top priority for me is my absolute love and devotion to my family. Another thing that's very important to me is striving to become a better person, to look at myself and to say, okay, how can I personally grow? How can I become better? And these three things are very important to me. And I spend a lot of time looking at my calendar, looking at my life, looking at how I spend my time and where I focus and what I do, and thinking about how I can be better in these three categories. Now, this focus for me allows me in major and significant ways to become better at business, better at my career. It allows me to look at how I spend my money and say, well, this money, I've got limited resources. Where am I going to invest this money to get maximum return in terms of growing and becoming better in these three major categories? Setting these things in as a priority in my life allows me to find an extensive amount of joy in how I fulfill my purpose and what I do on a regular, ongoing basis. So I want to give you a very simple pattern that I encourage you to do today. It's a Saturday, or you may be watching this on another day. For me, it's a Saturday right now. And I want to encourage you to sit down and simply take some time to do these three very basic things. And I think that if you'll take some time to do these very basic, simple things, then you'll discover that whatever money you have can easily translate into a great lifestyle. And that lifestyle can find fulfillment and purpose and joy and happiness. I've said all along that it's not just about creating wealth or building out a business. It's about creating an amazing lifestyle that's filled with things that matter most to you. Now, I'm going to tell you what these three things are, but as always, I want to encourage you to build your business, to get more clients, to have more wealth. And to do that, I put together a free training, extensive training, at www.jtbportfolio.com. I talk about how to create what I call the perfectly persuasive portfolio, which means that you have this portfolio that has the ability to inspire clients to want to hire you again, and to pay you well and to respect you. And so I've put together that resource at jtbportfolio.com. Now, for the three things. First thing I invite you to do is sit down and spend some time and get greater clarity on what your purpose is. What's your mission? For me, a part of that, a huge part of that, essential part of that is, number one, to be a faithful disciple of Jesus Christ. Number two, to be the world's greatest husband and father. At least the world's greatest that I can possibly be to my wife and to my children. This is a core essential part of who I am and who I'm trying to become and what I want to do. And again, like I said, once I have that clear in my mind, it defines how I spend my money and how I build my business and where I invest my time. Now, you don't have to have those kinds of priorities in your life, but my invitation to you is to have some priorities, to know what your purpose is, to understand what your mission is, to have clarity in that category, because it'll guide and direct and navigate all the other aspects of your life. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, look at your schedule. You have 24 hours in a day. I have 24 hours in a day. Everybody's got 24 hours in a day. That's it. And how do you spend those 24 hours a day determines whether or not you're fulfilling your purpose, your passion, your mission. So be very careful about how you use those 24 hours. And look at that schedule and say to yourself, self, I'm going to schedule out time to do the most important things. I have time in my schedule, like today and tomorrow. I've blocked out both days to participate in this conference. Why? Because it's a priority to me. It's more important than weeding the yard. It's more important than doing my business. It's more important than anything else. I'm sitting down with my family because it's a priority for me. So I put time in my schedule to do it. Whatever your priorities are, if I pulled out your calendar, could I see that you're doing things that are drawing you closer to your purpose? Schedule things that matter most to you. Put it in your calendar. Make an appointment. You've only got 24 hours in a day, so make it a top priority to have these things show up in your calendar. Third, the last part of this is I invite you to focus. Play hard. Work hard. Love fully. When you're with somebody, be fully present with them. Engage with them. Give focused time to the things that you should be doing. I had on my calendar that I needed to do a live Facebook message to connect with you guys today. And so I've got a 10-minute window scheduled today in the midst of all this family stuff to do that. And I'm doing it fully. I'm focusing. I'm right here with you. I'm devoting my very best thinking on this subject to you right now. And in just a second, I'm going to hit the finish button and I'm going to stop and I'm going to be done. I'm going to go focus fully, engage fully, love fully, and really give my whole heart and soul to my family, to the people that I love on this really wonderful day. So my encouragement to you is focus. Don't multitask. Don't be with your family and on your phone. Don't be in your business and checking your email and doing a bunch of other stuff. Do what you should be doing right now. Give it your very best efforts, your full thinking, your best thoughts, and you'll find great joy and satisfaction, and you'll have higher productivity, and you'll have much greater results. So set your mission, your purpose, your passion. Look at where your schedule is. Does that stuff show up on your calendar? If your family is most important, then you had better have stuff on your calendar that shows up. If making money is most important, you need to find out that you need to be able to see and find out what you're doing with your life and schedule the most important things. And number 3, when you hang out on your schedule, focus fully. Focus fully. Now again, I think that it's important to focus and intently on the things you're doing, but I also think that as you're doing that, you should have some of your time get a high return on investment. And as a writer, there are lots of things you can do with your time to create success, but I think one of the most important things is to create marketing materials and resources that allow clients to want to hire you faster and to connect with you better and to pay you more and respect you more. And so I'm going to encourage you to go over to my training, jtbportfolio.com, check it out, sign up for it, it's totally free, and engage in the process of being more persuasive, more effective, and more efficient at getting clients and having greater success so you can have money to do things that are top priority in your life. Go check it out, jtbportfolio.com. Talk to you soon.